Welcome, weary traveler. Come, sit by my side. Share my fire while I share my stories. You see, I go from city to city, villages to villages, and I collect, I write, I share stories. While you rest your weary head, please listen to the stories I have to tell. Tonight is something special. You know, I was once told that you could put 1,000 artists in front of the same figure and none of them will draw it the same way. I believe it's the same with writing. You could give the same subject to 1,000 writers, none of them will tackle it the same way. So today, let me share with you the work of talented artists who created around It All Became Clear. Through the haze, through the murk, in the dark we used to lurk. We were beautiful, although I thought. It all became clear, indeed, we are not. In an instant, as if the world's normal rotation stopped, everything shifting, as I stand in the rubble, knee-deep in tears, in blood-stained memory, only attracting sharks. But in that moment, in that fucking instant, it all became clear. The chaos falling in the cracks instead of me. I had the ability to rise above the mess of the shift. Water recedes and open wounds scar over. Nothing can shake my grounding. Not enough to pull me under. I can and I will always rise above. Said it took this, though. All the pain, the hurt, the agony, the bloodshed and river ran dry. But in that instant, it all became clear. Are you still there, listening? I'm happy I captured your attention. Please, rest. I'll continue. I asked her by the train tracks on a cold December night, a streetlight, our only witness. Our breath, albino moth, fluttering, mixing gently in the air. She said yes. I placed her ring, and just like that it all became clear. Our first son came to this world. He was quiet. My heart was full of fear. And sure, he was so still. A moment of concern gave us pause. There was a chill. I put my face so close to his and said, "Hello, my boy, it's me." With my voice, he stirred and cried. Relief and remedy. And just like that, it all became so clear. Even now I find myself tasting clarity. I see it in her laughter, her hands, the songs that she still sings. I find it in my sons, the kindness in their souls. I treasure all the visit that it pays, as I grow old and as it goes. It all became so clear. I was in paradise, resting after the heartbreak. I was Eve, who got over Adam in a long heartbeat. Then you came, slithering through the grass, silently climbing up the only apple tree. Your blue eyes had a hint of hypnotic brown, amplified with that sensual hiss of yours. Tempted, I walked toward the tree, puzzled, wanted to know the taste, the sweetness of the fruit. Something in your eyes made me doubt, but I picked the apple you eagerly pointed out. I felt the apple piercing every pore of my left hand, but I kept going. Curiosity got hold of me. Bite number 1, felt the sugar, felt it so rip. Bite number 2, it was so sweet, I let go of myself. Bite number 3, I fell. Bite, numb. I woke up in an unexpected tight, suffocating grip. You were 7 times bigger since I saw you last. There I was stuck, embraced in those cold scales, ready to be your long-awaited delicious meal, knowing it could be my last minute here. In the hopelessness of the scene, it all became clear. I had to fight it, the snake that drew me in. Somehow I found it, the strength within. Between the perfect lines and scales of your skin, I found the thing you didn't want me to know, your weak spot, your fragility. Right there, my way out, my golden ticket, the perfect time to go. So I pinched it as hard as I could. You hissed, so hard, so loud, you knew your time ran out. But I didn't leave you there, sleeping on your footwood. I didn't hesitate and went quickly for the kill. Drained all your venom and bathed myself in it. In the venom, in the blood, I skinned you completely, turned you in my magnum opus of survival, while regurgitating the delicious meal you were. There, rest. Perfect. We are going through this, through the motion. We are going through the motion, calm and peaceful, and we tackle another one, which was actually a double collaboration. Not only because it was about it all became clear, but also wandering alone. It all became clear. These walls were never mine. Left wandering alone, eternally anemia I breathe, aimlessly looking for a cure. Painfully, amnesia of saudade. Alone, I walk, shattering, breaking glass each tread, tinge melancholically and dread anguishly soulless cries undead, quell malicious hands strangling, and if I laugh at any mortal thing, this that I may not weep. Dead stars looking back to the sky, I wonder of the writer in the dark, mystery of love, the night we met, who buries me alive in his wake. Because you speak to me in words, they tell me they are for seasons, and I look to you with feelings, but I believe in the 5th one, which is your space and your time. If I never see you again, oh hell, I will always carry you inside, outside on my fingertips, teetering a brain edge. Please, just don't forget me. Walk each time my heart beats. Sleep inside these nebulous nerves, nucleic forms, dust of love past, aborted embers, shine bright in the darkness, that space beyond heart. It rides like sin on synaptic highways, pulsing and radiating the promise of life that awaits birth in this my calcified shell. I am egg and love my embryo. I am house, haunted in echoes, voices and intentions seeking to plug in, adapt. I await your touch, your hand. I await the power in your grip. Crack me open, shatter this shell against my edges, hardened and honed. It is then, through membranes of memory, layers of life upon life slip inside. Lay for a moment between these sheets of degrees, silky sworn testimonies, kindling for your light, tinder for your love. Set ablaze those voices and let the brilliance of our event horizon consume all that was her. Then in those darkest corners, in the silence of a vacuum, there in the weight of our matter, entwining bodies in the balancing of charges, that new life was born, bound into the brilliant birth of a new star in the light of our love. It all became clear.